Here are 5 quick tips to level up your sound design game. Our ears adapt to new sounds really fast. I mean millisecond fast. One study by Wark, Lundstrom and Fairhall found out that auditory system can start adapting in just few hundred milliseconds. That's a fraction of a second. This kind of rapid adjustment helps us focus on what's new or important. But it also means that when we're designing sounds, we can get used to them way too quickly. After just 5 minutes of tweaking, we might end up miles away from the original sound, which might not have been the intention at all. Another cool example comes from speech research. Clarke and Garrett showed that people could adapt to a foreign accent within just a few seconds of hearing it. That shows how plastic and responsive our hearing really is. For sound design, that's a double-edged sword. Our brains normalize strange or harsh sounds quickly, so what sounded edgy at first might start feeling tame after just a few listens. That's why taking breaks or using reference tracks is so important, to reset your ears. Tip number 1. To solve the hearing fatigue phenomenon we just talked about, I've been using the Pomodoro Technique for a while. You know how it is. You start a session, forget about time and space, and suddenly you've spent 3 hours crafting on a sound that seemed amazing, until you take a short break and realize it's trash. Pomodoro is a time management technique where you set a timer for focused work. The standard is 25 minutes of work, then 5-minute rest. I usually go with 28 minutes of work and then a 2-minute break. During the break, I'll do some simple workout like push-ups, then jump back in. When I'm doing super focused tasks like sound design, I actually prefer 9 minutes of work and then 1 minute of rest. It's a great way to reset your ears. Tip number 2. When you're doing a lot of processing with plugins, it's easy to overdo things, especially with EQ, saturation, and so on. That's when one simple button becomes super handy. Mute all. I believe every DAW has a mute all or bypass all button. Use it. Ask yourself, how did the initial sound actually sound? Mute all and find out. Most of the time when I do this, I realize I've carved out too much with EQ, for example. Tip number 3. Do your sound design both in solo and with the full mix. I used to work on sounds for way too long while they were soloed. Now I keep toggling the mute on and off after every 2 or 3 changes I do, whether it's EQ, compression or whatever change I do. It keeps the sound grounded and in context of the track. Tip number 4. Reference. Yeah, you've heard this 1,000 times, but it's important. I use reference tracks to calibrate my ears and get a fresh perspective, especially when I'm deep into a sound design session. Try to toggle between sound designing and listening to at least one reference track with similar sound, 4 to 5 times during the 9-minute Pomodoro set. Tip number 5. Use effect channels. Most of the synth sounds you hear out there are actually pretty simple. The magic is in the effects chain. Listen to this synth lead with the effects muted. And with the effects. Also, I almost never use the built-in reverb or delay from the synth itself. I prefer to handle that externally for more control.